Welcome to the Daily Dish with New York Times bestselling author Leanne Ely. Putting vibrancy back into your everyday life and feeding your heart, mind, body, and soul. Join us every day at 1 p.m. Eastern for Motivational Monday, Tuesday's Tip, Wise Woman's Wednesday, Thirsty Thursday, Food Fight Friday, and of course Q&A, where no question is off limits, and Soulful Saturday. Here is your host, Leanne Ely, and the Daily Dish. Thanks for watching. You can find us on YouTube on the Saving Dinner channel or on the Saving Dinner Facebook page. Check back daily for new episodes, Monday to Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern. If you missed the live show, you can watch the replay. Until next time, pinkies up.
Bingo! It's Motivational Monday, everyone. Come on in. Come on in. I'm welcoming you into my nightmare of an absolute scene of getting it done, girls and boys. We are getting it done. That's right. This is pretty much second to last day. Welcome. It's good to have everyone here. It is Motivational Monday, and today we've got we have a high bar to hit. We're going to be talking about expectations and, on the other hand, disappointment, because it happens. So come on in. It's going to be a quick, short show. We're running off to go close on our house. Hi, Catherine. Hi there, Julie. Good to see you. Thanks so much for stopping by. Thanks also for sharing this video. It's a busy Christmas week. I know that everybody's got things to do, even though most of us are, kind of locked down, but who cares, right? We're still doing things. And in that spirit, we have the 12 days of Christmas going, and we've got a BOGO a day. First things first, well, two of them. We've got two today, and I'm going to tell you about them, and I want you to remember this because this is where you're going to hear about it. You ready? First of all, first one's first. We have a buy one, give one for a year's subscription to Dinner Answers. How do you like that? So you get your dinner handled, and you can also handle somebody else's dinner for them. What a lovely gift to give. All you have to do is go to savingdinner.com/ oh my goodness, I don't know, Dinner Answers? Jenny will tell you. She's there somewhere. I don't even know where to go for that. But you get that, and what a great gift, right? We've also got a supplement, BOGO, that if you buy our SAME, which basically is a fabulous enzyme that works on your joints and your mood at the same time. Can you imagine those two things? Bada boom, bada bang. Oh my goodness. Sarah, we're praying for you. Oh my word. Everybody I know I've got all these people in my life starting to test positive for COVID. I guess at some point we're all going to get it. You've got our prayers. So, hey Jen, good to see you. And Lucy too. And I saw Jackie earlier. I saw a bunch of people. Thanks so much for coming in. Anyway, so here we go. Where was I? Oh, SAME. This is nature's antidepressant. And as a matter of fact, in the EU, you know what? It's a prescription. And it is more effective than anything else out there. It really is. It is more effective with less side effects, and it takes care of your joints at the same time. You can read all about it. We have it you can find out all about it on savingdinner.com. And I will also tell you this, that if you buy one of those, we are also going to give you an InflaCrusher. And that's a $49 value. So, for free. So take advantage of that. Get your SAME. We will throw in the InflaCrusher for you. Jenny's there, I think, isn't she? If she's there, she can tell you all the links and where to go and how to land. Because I don't know what the links are. How do you like that? I'm too all over the place, y'all. Too all over the place. Anyway, I just want to tell you all about this because we have so many things going on right now. I don't want you to miss one of them. And I don't want you to miss this quote of the week, which of course is backwards because I didn't flip the camera. If it doesn't involve me, it doesn't involve me. What? That's pretty hot, right? If it doesn't evolve me, it doesn't involve me. In other words, don't get caught up with hot gossip, watching crap on TV, doing stupid stuff, and that just doesn't help you to grow and be all that you want to be. That keeps you away from vibrancy. And this is what this show is about. It's the Daily Dish, and we're putting vibrancy back into your everyday life, heart, mind, body, and soul. You can't do that if you're not evolving, you know? And we get to do that. Isn't that fun? We get to do that. Supplement of the week, it's ACV, our apple cider vinegar. That stuff is amazing. Have you ever read about apple cider vinegar? Well, you're about to. Go to savingdinner.com/show, and that is our supplement of the week. It changes once a week. You will get 4 for the price of 3. Put all 4 in your cart. We'll send it to you free as well, and we'll adjust the price down as if you get as if the 4th one was absolutely free. That's how we roll around here. And we're sending out still the full bloom cups until our new cups get here. But I'm telling you, they're getting closer and closer at a snail's pace, coming to a theater near you. We'll just do whatever, right? So now that you have that, you've got your gift certificates. Go to savingdinner.com/gift. Give the gift of whatever. Get your notes just by being a subscriber. Just go to Saving Dinner and we will subscribe you right there. There's a little thing for you to do it. And a bunch of you have ordered these quote decks. They are the cutest things ever. And you want to see something? You haven't seen this yet. Look what we are sending with them. Look, they're little stands. Isn't that cute? I'm going to show you. I'm going to do a demo. I just love this. And you put your little quote, whatever your quote is, on here, and then you can sit it on your desk. Isn't that the cutest thing ever? Yes, that comes free. So, you know, you want your quote deck. You want these quotes to inspire you and help you every day in your quest for vibrancy. Your quote deck's on the way, Sarah. It's in the mail. It went in the mail. Everybody's quote decks are in the mail, and your little stands. And I just can't vouch for it. Will they be here on time? Well, hello. The post office hasn't exactly been super cooperative, so let's see what happens. Christmas menus. Who's doing a fabulous Christmas menu? We have a really darling, the fantastic Christmas menu. And Caroline just did a crowned lamb roast. Come on, guys. You got to check this out. There's pomegranate peel off, all kinds of fancy schmancy stuff. And why not? Let's have a nice Christmas, right? Go to savingdinner.com/Christmas and you can pick up these lists. We've got lists, we've got how to do things, how to time things, whatever. But stay safe. Just stay safe and don't have a whole lot of people over. And last but not least, I'm going to tell you this. I want you to show up for our big time do you want to talk about putting vibrancy back? We're going to create vibrancy for 2021. Our workshop is happening on January 2nd. Go get signed up for it. That means that you're going to get heart, mind, body, soul. You're going to get everything. You're going to see all the things. You have to just go take a look at it. I'm not going to list it all out here because we got to get to the show. We got to get to the show, and I want you to see what we have in mind. But I promise you, we're going to hit it heart, mind, body, soul. We're going to be doing vision boards. We're going to be workshopping together. It is going to be on point. So go to savingdinner.com/vibrant for all the details. Get yourself signed up. Grab your seat. You will not regret it. The one thing I will tell you is there's some great expectations of you, though. If we're going to do this, you know what we're going to do? We have this whole thing laid out. We have a little homework for you to do so that you can set your 2021 up to look completely different than 2020. I know that's not a disappointment to anyone. And today we're going to talk about expectations. I saw we always, tape, if you will, record Saturday Night Live because we don't stay up that late. And we always tape, just to see what it's going to be. Sometimes, most of the times, we're just skipping through everything because it's so bad. But they had a really cute skit. If anybody saw Saturday Night Live this Saturday, I guess, they had one that was just so hilarious that I just fell on the floor laughing. And it was this expectation that it was a family who was all singing about all the stuff they got for Christmas. I got this, and I got the Nintendo, and I got the this and the that, and all the things that they received for Christmas. And mom says, and I got this robe. And then dad says, and I got this and that and this and that. And the kids say, we got this and that. And the mom said, and I got this robe. And it went all the way through. It was a song that they sang and showing all the things that they got. And at the very end, they said, oh, but wait, there's more at the very end. You know, there's more. We forgot all of these presents. And the mom's thinking, oh, finally, they thought of me. And they said, it's for the dog. And then the dog's opening the presents. And it's really hilarious because how many times has this played out in families' living rooms all over the place, right? It has. Why? Because we have and set this expectation. We don't say a word about them. And we want this Norman Rockwell, kind of a Christmas with everything being beautiful, shiny, and bright, don't we? Yes, we do. And everybody gets beautiful presents, and we have a beautiful meal, and then everybody tidies up after themselves, and we sit there and then we admire the Christmas tree and talk about how perfect everything was. It doesn't work out that way. No, never at all. As a matter of fact, great disappointment rather than great expectations. As a matter of fact, have you ever heard this? It's that expectations can become premeditated resentments. How about that? Premeditated resentments. And I agree with that somewhat, but I also think that expectations are really attachments to outcomes that we don't necessarily control because we haven't necessarily verbalized it either. Okay? This is big stuff, you guys, because I know, sure enough, as I'm sitting here, there is someone sitting on the opposite side of this broadcast watching it and saying, oh, I'm the mom with the robe, because it happens. You are the mom with the robe. You are the last one on the list. You go get mom a robe on the eve of Christmas because we forgot to get her something. It happens. So what do we want to do about this? Well, I just want to talk about this so that I can get you out of this place of massive disappointment and into the place of what it is that you want. You ready? First of all, disappointments are mostly, in my opinion, unexpressed desires, expectations of something that we want. The perfect Christmas, the perfect outcome, the perfect wedding. I did this with my daughter's wedding, my gosh. I mean, and at the very end of it, I was just, we had a lovely time, don't get me wrong, but then the end came and we had to clean up that big barn and, swollen feet and everything, had to do it. But this part and parcel is that with our expectations is going to come this tinge of it's not going to be exactly like you pictured it in your mind's eye. That's part of it. But I want to look at how you handle expectations and what you can exchange for this great expectation thing instead and get exactly what it is that you want. And the first thing is that you have to boldly set your expectations. And not only do you have to set them, but you got to tell your people about them. You can't do this by yourself. You can't have this whole thing going on in your mind if you're not going to, let somebody else in on what's going on. We can't live in fantasy island. We have to make a list, for example, of what we want. And if you're tired of getting a robe every year, you say, hey, people at the dinner table, I'm tired of a robe every year. This is what I want. If you guys want to know what I want, this is what I want. Now, I've heard people say before, well, it takes all the fun out of it. But nobody is going to read your mind. Nobody's going to know just the right thing. Every once in a while, that magic happens, but not for the most part, no. We get paralyzed in our thinking, oh my gosh, how am I going to find the perfect gift? We go to Pinterest, we ask friends online, we do all these things trying to figure it out, when in reality, if we would just say something, we're going to get what we want. They're going to feel happy about giving you what you want, and we don't have to go through this exercise of futility. It's really quite simple. So tell them what you want and just make it that simple. That's number one. And then number two is draft your brain into this whole thing. Because a lot of times people will say, well, you've got to have realistic expectations. Well, I get that. I think we need to have realistic expectations when it comes to circumstances and when it comes to setting the table for a holiday or a wedding or something or whatever it is. Here's the thing, though. We gather evidence to support the very things that we're looking for the evidence for. Do you understand that? I mean, to me, that's so incredible. So if we can draft our brain into this and say, this is what's going to happen, maybe drop, and not drop these obscure hints, but drop it out and just say, it's going to be a lovely Christmas. We're going to have a beautiful Christmas dinner together. Then we're going to play games. This is what's going to be. And you tell them what it is. That's how you set up your expectation to start to meet you somewhere there in the middle. Not picture perfect. It's not a magazine that we're setting up for. This is real life. And there's going to be, somebody's going to knock over a glass of milk. Somebody's going to make a mess. Somebody's going to cry. Someone's going to get disappointed. But if we can set the table for what it is that we want, we're going to get what we want. I promise you, this is the truth every single time. Draft your brain to do it. Look for all of that, the evidence to support that, because it will show up, I promise. Number 3, if you know what you want isn't going to happen for whatever reason, don't wait for it. Create it instead. You can do this. Have you ever heard of somebody buying your own Christmas presents? You can. And you can just say, whoa, look what Santa gave me. Buy them yourself. Wrap them yourself. Put your name on them. And make yourself count. I used to do this all the time with my stocking, because I would find myself pouting because I didn't have anything in my stocking, or else I'd get like a chapstick or something that, my kids, suddenly they remembered, what about mom? The mom with the robe. Well, you know what? Skip that. Skip that, because that puts a lot of pressure on everybody else, and it doesn't work. If you can let go of this wanting to be surprised, wanting to have all these things, wanting to have everybody remember you and say how wonderful and everything that you are, boy, are you setting up for some misery come Christmas morning. Don't do that to yourself. Instead, create your own. Create it. Get the stuff that you want in your stocking. Go in there, mask up, go get yourself. Lucy got tampons in her stocking. That's a good one. But anything will work. I always do practical for stockings. I'll throw razors and socks and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, buy your own gifts. Do your own thing. Wrap them, put them there, and get it all out there. It's cool to do this, because when we do this, we're telling everybody, I count 2. Don't forget about me, because I have everything here. Okay.
We're not closing the time.
Oh, we're not?
Later, so you got
Okay.
plenty of time.
Okay. Not closing in time. There goes my expectations. We are closing, but not till later. Okay. I guess they moved the time. Number 4 is, there's this whole idea. We talked about this realistic and unrealistic, but the expectation really is on you. It is. Because what you expect is if dependent on others, then you're not going to get what you want. But with what you expect is dependent on you creating it, then you are going to get it. Do you see where I'm going with this? It's just creating exactly the scenario that you want. You get to do that. And we get to do that when we put our expectations away and leave them alone. And instead of trotting out our vast disappointment in our family and our spouses and just making everything sad, we get to create this. We get to create exactly what it is that we want. And we can do it not because we're resentful, not because we'll say, well, they'll never remember anyway, so screw them, I'm just going to do that. Can we just let go of all that stuff? Can we agree that we're grown-up women, that we're wise women, and that what we're doing here is we're creating a mood. We're creating so that everybody gets. We're creating so that we are a happy family together. And maybe, who knows, maybe next year your spouse or your kids will say, you know what? I'm sorry. I didn't do that, but you did it for yourself. Or maybe this will be the way that you do it from now on. Who cares? Does it really matter? Because at the end of the day, you want a moment with your family. You want to create a memory with them. You want to be with them. You want to love them up. And if you let all of this kind of stuff go and just say, it's really, in the scheme of things, so unimportant, then you're going to have a lovely holiday. I had a girlfriend one time whose family always disappointed her, and she would go into this pout fest. Finally, I confronted her, and I said, this is disgusting. She was mad one time because they gave her the wrong roses. She had 24 roses on Mother's Day. They were the wrong color. And she said something. They didn't even know the right color of my roses. Really? Do you want to be that woman? Or do you want to be a woman whose heart is open, full, loving, kind, generous, and so what if it's not perfect? Amen? Pinkies up, ladies. This is how we live a beautiful life. This is how we create vibrancy in our lives. We let the little things go and we expand on the big stuff. Expand on the big stuff. Because I'm telling you what, somebody got you flowers, that's something to rejoice in. Somebody did something for you, somebody got you even that stupid robe, rejoice. You know, the more gratitude we have for the things that, you know, are just even small things, the more our lives are going to expand, be better, be more vibrant, and be loving and caring and great. Yeah, you don't get that. You don't get that by being that woman. Never thankful, never enough, never perfect enough. When we do that, we set ourselves up for massive, massive disappointment. And the last thing is, when it all goes south, girlfriend, just go find something to be thankful for. Appreciate the fact that you have a roof over your head and warm water and a nice shower that night, or you can have a bath. Just gratitude, even for those things. Don't be that woman in a robe. Don't be alone in your vast disappointment, spewing all this stuff online about how nobody appreciates you and all of that. Nobody wants to listen to it, first of all. And number two, remember this, what you dwell upon, that's going to become your destiny. Because what we think about expands. That's never going to change, ever. You're creating memories today, this week, with your kids. You're creating memories. Think of ways that you can do something that's going to bring the joy up a notch, okay? We all want presents. We all want to be remembered. We all want to be loved up. But the more you love, the more you're going to get back in return. This is how it all works. Peace be with you. I really appreciate you. And tomorrow, it's a crapshoot. You'll probably see me at the new house, and I'll take you on a tour or whatever. But I'm telling you, it's a crapshoot. But I will see you. I promise. Peace be with you.